Today we are solving some of the problems from the exercise part of electricity chapter. Look at this question. It is easy and a direct question. We have volt and current. Current is in milliampere. Convert into ampere. Then alter the Ohm's law equation to find out resistance. Then substitute V and I in the equation. You will get resistance as 4.8 into 10 to the power 3 ohm. 10 to the power 3 can be called as kilo, hence the answer is 4.8 kilo ohm. How many 176 ohm resistors in parallel are required to carry 5 ampere on a 220 volt line? See, here we need to find how many 176 ohm resistors are connected in parallel. Let us assume the number of resistors to be X, which we need to find out. And the equivalent resistance R of a resistors are connected in parallel as said in the question. So the equation can be written as 1 by R is equal to X into 1 divided by 176. 176 is the resistor which they are given. So reciprocal of this R will become 176 by X. Now according to Ohm's law, we know that V is equal to IR. If you take R outside, it will become V by I. And in the question they are given V and I. V is 220 volt and I is 5 ammeter. Now substitute R in this equation. We will get like this. V by I is equal to 176 by R. Now take out this R and modify the equation. Now we will get like this. Substitute I and V values, then calculate. We will get 4 as answer. Hence 4 resistors of 176 ohm are required to make circuit. Our next question. Several electric bulbs designed to be used in a 220 volt electric supply line are rated 10 watt. How many lamps can be connected in a parallel with each other across the 2 wires of 220 volt line if the maximum allowable current is 5 ampere? Write on the given things. Here we have V is equal to 220 volt, I, that is current, is 5 ampere, and P is equal to 10 watt. In the question we need to find out how many bulbs are connected in parallel. So for that, let us take resistance, let it be R1 of one bulb given by expression. Resistance R1 of one bulb. Let us take the power equation, that is P is equal to V square divided by R1. Now take out R1 outside since we have V and P. Substitute them in this equation. Calculate. We will get 4840 ohm. That is our R1. The next step is from Ohm's law. We know that V is equal to IR. If we take R outside, we will get V by I. We have V and I is 5 ampere. Substitute them and we got 44 ohm. See, we have two R now. One is R1 and another one is R. This R is the total resistance of a circuit and this R is resistance of one bulb. Next, we need to calculate how many bulbs are connected in parallel, right? So let us write down 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 goes on up to X times because we don't know how many bulbs are connected. Therefore, let us take it as X. 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus X. Now take out X outside, cross multiply this one, we will get R1 divided by R. This is our final equation. Since we know both R1 and R, substitute them and calculate, we will get 110. Hence 110 bulbs are connected in parallel in this circuit. A hot plate of an electric oven connected to a 220 volt lines has two resistance coils A and B, each of 24 ohm resistance, which may be used separately in series or are in parallel, what are the currents in 3 cases? Understand the question, read it again. See here, they are asking us to find out the current in 3 different ways. First one is we need to find out current of each coil. And the next one, current in series and current in parallel. Here the given things are V is 220 volt and resistance of each coil they are given as 24, that is R1 plus or R1 and R2 is 24 ohm, and we need to find out I1, I2, I3, and these are the 3 different cases. First one is of each coil, next in series, next in parallel. Let us take the first one. Each coil used separately. The resistance of one coil is 24 ohm. It has given in the question. According to Ohm's law, we will take this equation for all the 3 different cases. V is equal to I1 R1. What is this I1? Since it's the first case, I am indicating as 1 for both current and resistance. Okay. So take out I outside because we need to find out current. Then our equation will become V by R1. Substitute the values. V is 220 volt and R is 24. Calculate, we will get 9.166 ampere. Therefore, 9.16 current will flow through each coil when used separately. And second part is coils are connected in series. We have R1 and R2. Calculate RS, that is R1 plus R2, we will get 48. This 48 is our R2 according to this Ohm's law. V is equal to I2 into R2. I2 is what we need to find out current in second case, and R is this one. Let us take as R2. Substitute the values. 220 volt is same for all the 3 cases, and what we find out resistors in series, that is R2, that is 48. Substitute and calculate, will get 4.58 ampere. Hence 4.58 current will flow through the circuit when they are connected in series. They means what? The coils. When the coils are connected in series. Next, third case is coils are connected in parallel. We know the parallel formula. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 24 plus 1 by 24. The LCM is 24. The numerator is 1 plus 1, will get 2 by 24. Reciprocal of this Rp will get 24 by 2. Calculate, will get 12 ohm. This is our R3 here. Again in the Ohm's law, substitute the values. What happens? V is 220, R3 is 12. Calculate and we'll get 18.33 ampere. 18.33 current will flow through the circuit when they are connected in parallel. Hence, we solved all the 3 cases. First one we got I1, next I2, next I3. Compare the power used in the 2 ohm resistor in each of the following circuits. The first one is a 6 volt battery in series with 1 and 2 resistors, and the second question is a 4 volt battery in parallel with 12 and 2 ohm resistors. We have 2 sub questions here. In both the question we have common resistor, that is 2 ohm. So the question is we need to find out the answer using that 2 resistor. So let us solve the first question. In the first question they are given V is equal to 6 and we have 2 resistors, that is R1 and R2, 1 and 2, which are connected in series. We need to calculate power. So what is the formula of power? I square into R. Look at the given, we have only V, okay, we have R, we don't have I current is not given. So from Ohm's law, we will find out current. I is equal to V by R S. What is this S? Here this is connected in series and we have 2 resistors. Calculate them, we will get 3 ohm. Substitute in this equation, V is 6 volt. 6 divided by 3 we will get 2 ampere as the answer, and using this we need to find out power. Look at the power now. I square, we have I, and what is R? This R is, in the question they are given, compare the power used in the 2 ohm resistor. We need to take this as R. Okay. So substitute P is equal to 2 square into 2, we will get 8 watt. This is the answer for first question. In the second question, the given items are V is equal to 4 volt, R1 and R2 are 12 and 2 here. The circuit is connected in parallel. We need to find out power. Here it's little different from the first case. See, since R1 and R2 are connected in parallel, the voltage across the circuit will be same. Hence, the voltage across 2 ohm resistor will be 4 volt. So we'll take equation for power like this, that is V square divided by R. Directly substitute 2 ohm and 4 volt. 4 square divided by 2 will get 8 watt. Hence what we observed in the both cases, power used by 2 ohm resistor is 8 watt. 15th question is, 2 lamps, one rated 100 watt at 220 volt and the other 60 watt at 220 volt are connected in parallel to electric main supply. What current is drawn from the line if the supply voltage is 220 volt? Read the question again. Here they are given 2 lamps which have the first lamp of power 100 watt with volt 220 and the second lamp with 60 watt and volt 220 volt. Observe, volt are same in both the lamps. Now we need to find out current if voltage is 220, right? And remember, both are connected in parallel. Both are connected in parallel. Since voltage is same in a parallel circuit, potential difference across each of them will be remain same, that is 220 volt. Now current drawn by the bulb, current drawn by the bulb that is first lamp is given by power equals voltage and current. Power equals V is volt and C is current. Okay. Now we need to find out current. Hence the equation become C is equal to P by V. Now we will find out for the first lamp what is P. P is 100 and V, that is 220 ampere. So calculate and see how much we'll get. We'll get 0.45 ampere. Similarly, we need to calculate for second lamp also using the same formula. Substitute 60 divided by 220. How much we will get? Calculate and see. We will get 0.27 ampere. Now we need to find out total current. Hence what happens? Total current equals to sum of these two current, that is 0.45 ampere plus 0.27 ampere. How much we will get? We will get 0.72 ampere. Therefore 0.72 ampere current is drawn from the line if the supply voltage is 220 volt. Read out the question. Which uses more energy? 250 watt TV set in 1 hour or 1200 watt toaster in 10 minutes. Here we need to identify within these two electrical devices which consumes more energy. Therefore, see, energy consumed by an electrical appliance, energy consumed by an electrical appliance is given by the equation H is equal to P. I think you know this equation. Look at the equation. What is H? H is heat. What is P and T? P is power of the appliance and T is time. See, for both the appliance, T is given in minutes. We need to convert into seconds. Remember, that is the important point. Now let us calculate for TV. First one. Okay. Energy consumed by a TV set is given as H is equal to P is what? Power, that is 250 watt into time. How much we have? 1 hour. How to convert this 1 hour into seconds? 1 into 60 into 60, right? How much will get? 3600 seconds. Now calculate, we will get 9 into 10 to the power 5. Energy consumed by TV, we got 9 into 10 to the power 5 joules. Similarly, we need to calculate for toaster now. So write down same thing, energy consumed by toaster. After that we will get same as it is, write down for toaster. What we have, H is equal to, here we have 1200 into, now convert 10 minutes. How much we will get? The similar way convert, we will get 600 seconds and calculate, and the answer will be 7.2 into 10 to the power joules. Now identify with these two answers which one is more. Which one is more? 9 into 10 to the power 5, right? Now we can say that the energy consumed by a 250 watt TV set in 1 hour is more than the energy consumed by a toaster of power 1200 watt in 10 minutes. Look at the question. An electric heater of resistance 8 ohm draws 15 ampere from the service mains 2 hours. Calculate the rate at which heat is developed in the heater. Write on the given terms. Given R is equal to 8 ohm and current is 15 ampere and time in 2 hours. Now we need to find out the rate at which heat is developed in the heater, that is nothing but P. How is P means? Rate of heat produced by a device, rate of heat produced by a device can be given as T is equal to I square R. We are already familiar with this equation, right? Now substitute all the terms. P is equal to I is what? 15 square, R is 8, and calculate and see how much we'll get. 1800 joules per second, or else we can write it as watt. Here time is just given in the equation, no need to use while solving the problem. Hence the answer is 1800 watt or joules per second. 18th question in an exercise I am giving as homework. So today I am giving one question for the homework from exercise part, that is 7th question, where you need to use one graph sheet. Okay, so prepare one graph sheet. I'll just summarize how you need to do. I won't do it here because you need to use graph. I'll just summarize. Based on this procedure, using the graph sheet, do it on your own and you need to submit me. Clear? So the seventh question, they are given a values of current versus potential difference, and they are asking you to plot the graph versus the graph between potential difference and I, and they are asking us to find out resistance of a resistor. Clear? So I just wrote here what they are given. They are given a bunch of values of current with respect to potential difference value. So we need to plot a graph between this potential difference and the current, and we need to find out R. So no need to draw the rough graph because you are doing it on a proper original graph sheet. Okay, use your scale pencil and do it on the graph sheet. So take a graph sheet and draw x-axis and y-axis. So usually changing variable should be taken on the x-axis. So here we are taking potential difference on the x-axis, and here on the y-axis we are taking current value. So look at the values. Current we have from 0.5 to 4 we have. So if you want, just take it as 1, 2, 3. So units and all you need to adjust. So here potential difference we have from 1.6, 3.4. You can take it as 2, 4, 6, etc. Okay. So scale just adjust based on the values. So after that, we know that from Ohm's law what we will get? The resistance, that is what? A straight line. Now we need to get a value of resistance. That means we need to find out a slope of this linear line, so to get a resistance value. So here slope of a line gives us resistance. Now here we are taking slope as 1 by R. So here any random slope you can take from anywhere. So slope we are getting it as 1 by R. Now how we are getting 1 by R? Usually in the numerator, what we write? In the numerator with respect to y-axis we will be taking. So let me name it as ABC. So that means in the numerator we should get AB, and in the denominator that is BC. So how we got 1 by R? Again from Ohm's law we know that V is equal to IR, right? So V is equal to IR. Suppose if I take I outside, that means if I take R outside, take I below the numerator, cross multiplication, that is V by I is equal to, we get R now. So V by I is equal to R. Now as I told, in the numerator, which value we have? In the numerator, y-axis value, that is I, right? So just alter this equation, just we need to reciprocal it so that in the numerator to get y-axis value. So suppose if we don't have anything, we need to assume it as 1, no? So you reciprocal both things, what we get? I by V, and this will become 1 by R. So to find out the R, we have I value in the numerator, that is the value of AB, and here BC, the value of potential difference which is parallel to the x-axis. So here we have in the numerator. So measure your units and write it here in place of AB and BC and calculate. At last, after getting, you need to again reciprocal that value to get R. Here I am taken x-axis as a voltage and y-axis as current. Okay. So in the x-axis we had 1.6 to 13.2. I took here 1 to 13, and in the y-axis I took 1 to 6. Now it will be easy to plot. Okay. So I think you know how to plot in the graph, right? See, this is called as 1 unit. So these are the decimals like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, then here 1. The next is 1.1, 1.2, same goes to 2, and it repeats till 13. Here also 1. So first one is what we have, 0.5, right? So this is our 0.5. Now plot the points based on current versus voltage, then draw a linear line, then make a triangle, find out the graph. You no need to copy the same thing. You can draw from here to here, or you can draw a small triangle, or you can draw a big triangle. Okay. The next step is slope is equal to what? 1 by R, that is equal to BC by AC. What we have? BC. See, in BC what I have taken? 1.4, right? From here to here, what we have, 1 unit is nothing but 1. These are the decimal, 0.1, like that. So 1 to count till here, where the line is passed. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. In such a way, we'll get till 1.4. That is BC value. In the similar way, go for A, B. This one is B. B. See, from what we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, count down till the origin line has been passed. So we'll get 4.8. So 1.4 divided by 4.8, then the reciprocal of R will become 4.8 divided by 1.4. Calculate 3.4 ohm is our answer. Use your graph sheet and use the method and find out and send me the resistance value. That is exercise 7th question of electricity chapter.